Michael Snowden, he hit us up and said, Ole Miss, his surprising headline, Ole Miss wins their first national title since 1962. Y'all, all this would mean is that Lincoln Riley, I'll rephrase that. Lane Kiffin, other offensive guru that's a head coach right now in college football. It means that Lane Kiffin, if Ole Miss wins the national title, it means that he has broken the barrier. He's broken the barrier. Roger Bannister was the first man to run sub 4 minute mile. There was this belief that if you ran under 4 minutes on the mile, your heart would explode and you would die. Okay, that was the belief. Then Roger Bannister did it, and people started running the 4 minute mile like it was going out of style. No rhymes intended, but that's still bars. What I'm trying to say here is there's this belief now that you can't portal your way to a national championship. That's the belief. You got to recruit at the high school level. You can use the portal to help you. You can use the portal to overhaul your roster if you have to have a quick turnaround and get to the level of play you want to be at. But like, if you want to really win, you got to recruit at the high school level. You got to build the foundation, and eventually you can compete for national championships. Well, Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss, they've consistently recruited right around the 20s, give or take, when it comes to their recruiting class rankings, and they double-digit transfer portal every single year. Every single year. That's what Lane Kiffin has proven he is going to do. And that's a testament to Lane Kiffin and his staff being aggressive. It's a testament to the powers that be giving Lane Kiffin what he needs from a resources perspective to be successful in that regard. That's massive. That's massive. I think it would totally reset the way that we look at Ole Miss. It would reset the way we look at the transfer portal. I think it would reset the way that we look at Lane Kiffin. That's not saying a whole lot, but like Lane Kiffin is consistently floated around for other jobs, like the Alabama job became open and he's a name on a hot board. The Auburn job last year, everyone's saying it's Lane Kiffin, and then obviously it wasn't Lane Kiffin. If Lane Kiffin wins the national championship at Ole Miss, I think you can put all the hot board stuff to bed for a while. Because at that point, it drives home the thought that you have everything you need if you're Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss. And Ole Miss, you got your guy. You do whatever you can to make sure you double lock him down. And so if you win a national title, I think that's a very happy marriage to begin with. If this happens, probably means that once again, Lane Kiffin did what Lane Kiffin did and had a ton of success when it comes to the transfers they got through the portal. It means Walter Nolan, like we just said a second ago, has the impact we think he's going to have. It means that Juice Wells being paired with Trey Harris. Juice Wells, obviously, the all-everything wide receiver at South Carolina a couple of years ago. Him and Trey Harris are just Batman and Robin. Good luck trying to cover both of them. And it means that Jackson Dart, this is important now, I think Jackson Dart, if they win the national championship, he's probably in that Heisman Trophy finalist conversation. Because the steps that he took from year 1 to year 2 in that offense, had never been an RPO guy before, never did it in high school, never did it at USC before transferring to Ole Miss, another transfer portal guy, surprise, surprise. It means that he took even another step from 2 to 3 and is probably doing crazy numbers in 2024, and the offense is probably putting up video game stats. So that would be something that, again, I would be wildly interested just to see what the conversation shifts to. It's always impossible. It's always impossible to transfer portal in a team, win a national championship. It's impossible to run a sub 4 minute mile until somebody does it. And then I wouldn't be surprised if this happens. We see a lot more teams kind of keep an eye on the high school recruiting side of things. You still want to do it really effectively. I don't think you see like just this reinvention of the wheel, but I do think teams that maybe refused the portal before or didn't think about the portal as heavily before start to allocate more resources to scouting and evaluating and recruiting the portal effectively. Happy to let y'all know that the hard count is brought to y'all today by one of our new friends, Factor Meals. Right? Factor, delicious, ready-to-eat meals. And I know a lot of us here, we got New Year's resolutions. I want to eat healthier. I want to be healthier. I want to put better things in my body. Factor Meals helping us get that done. And here's the good news with Factor. Your options got options. I know a lot of us were on the chicken and rice train, chicken and ground turkey and rice train. That's cool for one day a week, but every single day, Factor, they help take care of that issue for you. 35 different options a week. Whatever way you're eating, oh, I'm keto, they got you. I'm vegan, they got you. I'm vegetarian. Again, Factor, you guessed it, they got you. Availability is your best ability, and Factor checks that box. Also up there with your best ability, flexibility. Okay, so Factor, get as much or as little as you need, 6 to 18 meals a week, anywhere in between there, and you can pause or reschedule deliveries anytime. anytime you want to. So no prep is required to is the biggest part of this for me. 100% ready to heat up. Not this thing where I got to get all the ingredients that I got to go buy from the grocery store to go along with this. 100%, you get it, ready to heat up, bada bing, bada boom, we're off to the races. So, important to note here, this is the most important part of this whole deal. Go to factormeals.com/JD50 and use code JD50 to get 50% off. All right, that's code JD50 at factormeals.com/JD50 to get 50% off. So shout out to Factor, shout out to y'all. Hey, we're getting healthy this year, baby.
Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.